Yeah, he's very.
All right, we're gonna call to order a select board meeting for February 2nd. Meeting's being recorded. First item on the agenda is open Silverbrook and Town Hall paving sealed bids. So we're gonna open all the bids and then the procurement officer and the DPW super tomorrow will make sure they're all apples and apples and then we'll pick a bidder. But they all have to be opened at this meeting, so there's a date set. So the first one is from Northeast Paving. And for Silverbrook and Town Hall paving. This, are they doing two sets?
No, I think that's just a copy.
Copy. The bid's $247,983. And this is for a portion of Silverbrook Road and for the town hall here. Next one's Maximilian. $486,708. Next one is from Palmer.
Should be like the second page.
It says the last couple of them last week.
There it is.
There it is. All right, so this one was Palmer Paving Company. Theirs is $233,938. So. Was that for only one?
I think it may, I think you're right, it was it. It's confusing with the addendum, the time to the time total on that.
Okay.
So it's a grand total, but the grand total on the, not the addendum page, but the original page.
We gotta make these easier to read.
Yeah, kind of got messed up with the addendum. It's next to page.
So I'm have to reread the other ones. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So the first one was 233,938. The second one was 315,278. That was for the Silverbrook Town Hall was the second one. So probably need to go back. This is the other one. I think the only one I had right was that first one. So this, the one from Maximilian was correct. That has both of them on one page. And it shows 486,708. First one. That's the Silverbrook project for this one is 247,983. And the town hall portion is. Correct. The town hall portion is 336,558. And that was northeast paving. This bidder is Williams Paving Company. The Silverbrook Road project, we have $206,256.55. The town hall project is $279,449.
Yeah, the second one, two combined. That's the grand total. Right, 279 grand total.
That's not what it says.
Yeah, so I didn't write them down. The line above what you read is the total for the town hall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mistake. Thank you. Yeah, $73,192.45. So I probably got. Well, either way, we're not awarding it.
Sorry, I'll try to make this a lot less complicated next time.
We won't be involved.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine.
Like those, that's a new thing, but. Last one's LB Corp. You'll get this one right.
Just make sure.
All right, so this town hall project is $77,685. Silverbrook Road project, $210,650.45. Grand total, $288,335.45. So, like I said, the procurement officer and Jeannie are gonna go through this tomorrow, make sure we got all the details correct.
Example.
All right, so the DPW superintendent is here for an update.
Yeah, it's plowing snow. No, we're plowing snow. We're working on a lot of grants for road projects. We put in trying to get some money through the mass trails for the town hall parking lot. Applied for that. Complete Street we applied for to do the end of Town Hill. put in two grant applications for culverts, one on New Hartford Road and some on South Plain Road. Then there's a lady, I forgot the paper, it's in my office, but I've been working with her through, she did a culvert analysis a long time ago. And she reached out, we've been going through it, they just opened up the grant thing again, which they never do.
Mhm.
So she's helping me to go through this book and we're gonna apply for more. So that's
That's
what I'm working on right now is applying for all the grants, right? They closed it originally and I got 6 in there, but now they're reopening certain ones like the culverts, like the gravel road one. So we're gonna put some more in where she's gonna help me because she had applied for some years ago, I guess. They never finished it, so me and her working on that. I guess the graders going around plowing, pushing back the banks, stuff like that. Spent the last week fixing snow plows and sanders from the storm we had. Other than that, we're just plugging away, we're gonna, tomorrow we gotta go up to, Town Hill and fix that divot at the bottom. I've been waiting for cold patch. It's supposed to be here tomorrow morning. Cause the stuff we had isn't working, so I had to get different stuff. We fixed some holes up there already, and then we're gonna do the bridge again at 57.
Yeah.
Because the cold patch that we had, I don't know what it was, it's just, you put it in there within a week, it's gone.
Got it.
So I bought some different stuff, and it seemed, we put it up on Town Hill in a couple potholes.
Yep.
And it seems to be working better, so I'm gonna put it across the thing there.
Yep.
And then fix that thing, on Route 57, and then come spring, summer, that thing at Route 57 is gonna be fixed for good. I guess it's been going on for a long time,
Sure.
so we're gonna cut it out, fix it right, so it's done. We
Cool.
don't get to deal with it then.
Sure.
The only other thing is we're gonna watch that culvert at the bottom of Town Hill. I mean, we might have to replace it with something. I mean, we might have to go up there and just throw a culvert in for now, you know. Because if it just keeps caving in, it's not safe.
Sure.
I'm keeping my eyes on it. And we're doing maintenance. All the trucks are running, they're maintained, they're greased, they're washed. It's taken a while, but we got tires on all of them, most of them. I still got more to put on because the tires are in tough shape in my head.
Yeah.
The guys are doing good. I mean, everybody's doing good there. I mean, good spirits. We work well together. And once they realize how I work and how I wanted things, it's going pretty good, I think.
That's great. It's great. And it shows with the roads. I mean, you've been doing a great job. That last storm was a good one for a good test for you guys. You did a great job.
It was tough. I mean, I had to, after the storm before that, I had to switch some guys around because some guys are stronger than others in certain spots. I took one guy and moved him to a different spot. It seemed to work out better. So
Great.
it's just, we're figuring out, I'm figuring out what their strong part, assets are and stuff like that. Take me a little bit, but I'm getting it.
It's great. Great. Thank you.
Hopefully, I mean, once the bids are done, we'll get done paving projects done and move on to the next one.
Nice.
I'm working, my biggest thing is, I wanna wait till the spring, because I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna start fixing the gravel roads. But I kinda wanna go through the spring and see where the worst parts are.
Sure.
So I really haven't been here in the spring, I hear horror stories about a lot of places, but I wanna see for myself.
Sure.
That I can make a plan and present it to you guys and see if we go from there.
It's great. Great. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it.
You guys done with it?
Think so. Anybody got any questions? No? That was good.
I wouldn't leave, but I gotta pick up that water.
Oh, that's all right. These aren't as fun as they seem.
Well, I've been coming, I think, for the last 4 weeks, Jay, and we've had snow just about every.
Yep.
It was supposed to come. And this, it's nice not to have snow for that.
Yeah, right.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
I can tell everybody, if there's ever an issue, just call my cell phone and I'll fix it.
Review and award drop ceiling and electrical bids for the old town hall.
Yes, if you want to, the same. Should be the name. Even nice.
Well, we got one for each. There's that.
Oh, well, that makes it easy.
I think that makes it easier. So at the town meeting, we got we appropriated 75,000 to do the boiler and drop ceiling and the lights that are in the drop ceiling, changing them all over LEDs. And drop ceiling portion is 12,200.
Say who the vendor was.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Rocky's Acoustics. And then the electrical portion was done by TJB Electric. And their bid was $4,878.73. So based on that, we're gonna be on your budget considerably, so that's good. Um, Yeah. Next item, records access officer appointment. So Janie's volunteered to be the records access officer until a replacement is found.
Unless Barbara wants to take my spot.
I could help with something, I can help us with the work, huh? Be available to help, but
So I would motion to appoint Janie Snyder as a records access officer.
Second,
All in favor?
Buffalo, aye.
Steve said no. Review ambulance billing policy. So we already went through this once in a meeting. For some reason, we never voted to approve it, so I'll just motion to approve the ambulance billing policy as drafted.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Steve said no.
Buffalo, aye.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That's why he's not here
I
today.
figured,
Fiscal year 27 budget review. We went through a bunch last week. Bob, how much you got left in you? You want me to make this quick, or you sound like you're dying there?
I'll do whatever. I'm fine.
All right. So last one we stopped off on, I think, was sanitation,
I think so too.
health and sanitation.
So they pretty much level funded everything. Except the public health nurse had a little bit of an increase, and the increase was for their inspector, and they did provide a little narrative about the amount of hours that our sanitarian works for the town, and I can attest the fact that he does do it a lot. There's a lot of Board of Health issues on a day-to-day basis. You wouldn't think, but
Yeah, I don't have any issues with this.
can't bring it up like I did the last time, unfortunately, but they submitted for their Board of Health inspector an increase from $6,633.20 to 10 grand. Bob, did you have any questions or concerns about that?
I just found the budget, that part of the budget. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
who is that person? You want Jason?
His name is Jason Dragonetti. We contract him out from Chi-Town Health.
Okay. They were. Try to tell you.
Yep.
Oh, I get it.
So his justification for the increase was more, he spends more hours than anticipated, right?
Yep, can you see his narrative?
Yeah, I'm good with it then.
Next line's veterans.
So she just level funded that, and then we haven't gotten the numbers for the veteran service district, but you can sort of see it's a pretty minimal increase each year.
Sure. This one.
If you want to just look online, you can too. Next is COA.
Yep, Council on Aging,
It just leveled.
level funded,
I'm bringing in another one later.
yeah, change that. Yanner Park,
Leveled.
Library,
Library had a slight increase to their expenses, and if we were going to do the 3% COLA, the number is at the bottom, $19,884. And so, I mean, Mary, I don't know if you want to speak to it right now. I'm assuming that you would like to put in the COLA for Terry. Yeah,
Talking to.
Yep.
And the expense of books and stuff are just going up, so.
yep. So I don't know if you or Bob have concerns with that. I don't have concerns with doing a 3% COLA.
No, I'm good.
Cultural,
They just level funded. $500.
Historical Committee,
Historical Commission actually never got back to me. They had increased from $250 to $500 last year to do some stuff for the 250th celebration. So I bumped it back down to 250 because I didn't hear back from them, and I know that they had gone up to 500 for a special thing.
got it.
So unless we hear back from them, I think that 250 is fine. Rec committee leveled.
Our committee's level.
Ooh,
By the way, the chairperson of Rec Committee has resigned,
Sorry. to hear that.
so if we don't find someone who wants to step up, I mean, I guess we could level fund. It's a tough one because if nobody's there, there's no point in funding it. I guess we'll have to.
Well, I mean, there's two people on it still. We haven't officially done a blast for our vacancies, which is something that Lori and I had talked about doing. So I'm hoping that we can, because it would be really sad if we didn't have any recreation events in town for next year. But there are two people still on it. Amina and Katie Murray are still on it.
Did the recreation board take over the Memorial Day parade totally?
There's a Memorial Day parade committee,
Okay, so that was, okay, I was just wondering if they.
but a lot of the people on,
With the recreation committee.
right.
Sorry.
So when Lori Seddon resigned as chair, she resigned from both positions. But Terry Svanholds is on the parade committee. Can't remember off the top of my head who else. I think Nina might be on that one as well.
Yeah, we can do another announcement. So school, and we don't have data from the school yet, as far as I know. I think there's.
Nope, we don't have that. We do have what I did for a rough estimate. Well, it's not really a rough estimate. This is what it would cost. For transportation, if we keep transportation the way we're doing right now. So I'm hoping that we can get somebody to drive that bus. Or potentially maybe the parent will drive more, but if it's the way that it is currently, then we are looking at $151,193 for transportation
For two children.
for two kids.
Can I ask a question on that? Well, what about the van that we bought?
Yeah, we just need a driver.
But what about, do we get it registered? Is it ready?
It's
Did we
in the
look into
process
that?
of being registered, so
Did we-
Maya's registering it.
Did we look into the possibility of one of the fire department members driving it? I know that was something that was talked about casually. I mean, if they got a volunteer who's already an EMT, that's already paid, that'll bring down the expenses. I'm just saying, just throwing it out.
Yeah,
there.
no, we would just have to look further into the licensing requirement, because there is a license that you're supposed to hold if you're transporting pupils.
Mhm.
But I don't think it's that difficult to acquire, so potentially we could get one of the fire department members to get that license and be the driver. I would just have to look into that a little further.
The person who's driving is gonna have a quarry check pass, correct?
Absolutely.
Right, just make-
Yeah, the quarry is actually a requirement for that license that I was talking about. You have to pass a quarry check in order to get that license. It's a 7D license.
Thank you.
It's the easiest specialty license to get
It is. Think of it.
in terms of time and commitment.
So that was just in transportation, only. It's still 14, something like that.
What are you looking at?
Just the transportation is like 114, right? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. When I said the 156 number, I forgot to exclude the tuition, because the tuition number is part of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, tuition's about 40.
That's the 3 different school or 2 different schools?
Yes, to Conic and Smith.
I'll drive both for 112,000.
Thanks, Doug.
It's a discount. That's a good right now.
No, that's exactly what we're paying right now.
Discount on 10 units.
Lucky guess. Lucky guess.
Insurance and benefits.
Yep, so insurance and benefits, so granted, we have not gotten the numbers yet, so these are very rough. Because we don't know what our percentage increase is going to be at this point. However, we did, I think we did bump down, like we got rid of a plan, but as we talked about last week, we might add a new full-time position to the police department, in which case I would want to bump this up a plan.
Mhm.
Um,
So we'll end up being back where we started. Hopefully.
it might be a little bit of a decrease, but it'll be closer.
All right, so that's all the items. Department board committee updates. Town manager updates.
Okie dokie. Super brief update on the fire station. So as of today, no SFDI member has stopped by town hall to drop off either the pro tanto or the waiver. As I said last week, they already said that they're not going to sign the waiver, but I haven't received either of those signed documents. And they also haven't accepted payment for the eminent domain taking. We also have yet to receive proof of ownership for any of the items that the fire station at the fire station that SFDI is looking to take claim of. So I'm hoping to get some updates on that. But right now we're just kind of in limbo. Apparently some of the losses that Sandisfield has incurred over the past few years, including the tanker crash, a few minor auto accidents, and an EMS settlement, have sort of hit the books with our insurance company. So Maya has a policy requiring that the claims department come out to develop an action plan with the town to address the series of claims. So I will be meeting with the Maya rep tomorrow to understand how we're gonna create that plan. Next week, DLS is hosting a financial forecast training workshop in Pittsfield. This is a hands-on training that will allow us to build a comprehensive revenue and expenditure financial forecast. So there will be an information session held this Wednesday to provide a little more detail into what that course is and how to prepare for the workshop. So I've already registered myself and Steve. I'm dragging him along with me. And I also did invite Dominic Constam as finance committee chair. But after that information session on Wednesday, I'll decide whether it'll be a beneficial course for us following that info session, and then whether attendance is recommended. But we've we rarely get these workshops in towns so close to us, so I'm really advocating for us to go to this. Because hopefully if there's a good attendance, we'll get more classes like this near us. There's a webinar this Thursday hosted by the Attorney General to review disability-related obligations as a municipality and the best practices to fulfill those obligations. I do have a prior engagement with the Berkshire Managers Association that said I'm hoping that I can get out of it to attend. If in the event that I can't, Lori has agreed to attend that webinar in my place. Chris Marsden from MEMA will be stopping by on Friday to touch base and see how we weathered the recent snowstorm and update our personnel and contacts. If you guys remember, the Blanchers had asked the town to submit a request to the state that the timbers from the barn on Cold Spring Road be donated to help them rebuild their barn that burned down on Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, DCR has denied that request. Yeah, stating that they are engaged in a pilot project to salvage as many preservation projects. Engaged in a pilot project to salvage as many historic building materials as possible, with the intention to reuse them in the future DCR preservation projects. So they did note that they may consider putting a portion of that material on the Massachusetts Surplus Property Program, and they would let us know if that's the case. The Surplus Property Program is basically the state's auction site. So, but they did say that they would let us know if that was going to be the case. I received a call from Francisca Hemming at DOT letting us know that Sandisfield has been chosen for the first round of funding for accelerated infrastructure repair, or FAIR. The project the state has chosen to take over is bridge number 616286 on Route 183 over Sandy Brook. So the bridge name is the Water Riska Brook. So Mass DOT will be taking over its advertisement and construction. So once that bridge is evaluated for right-of-way compliance, and so long as there are no issues, MassDOT's goal is to advertise the bridge as part of a bundle this year. So I did thank Francisca on the phone, who did follow up with me via email for more details. And I know what everyone's thinking. This bridge probably isn't the one that we would have picked.
Absolutely not.
So I did respond to her to inquire how these projects are prioritized and asked if there was an opportunity for us to, provide insight on a local level. I treaded very lightly, not to repeat the rumble strip on the dump hill situation. But regardless, I have not heard back from her. Claire English has resigned from the Conservation Commission. So like I just said, when Steve announced the recreation vacancy, Lori will be listing this vacancy along with a number of others on the website to try to drum up participation. And then my last update is the Eco One-Stop Grant application to update our open space and recreation plan is still being evaluated, and the Eco One-Stop Grant to update our master plan has just opened up as well, and so BRPC will now be working on that application. And that is my last
That's all you did?
update.
He is a busy bee. Very, very busy bee. And I'd like to thank Claire. She volunteered for a very, very long time. I don't really know her, but just want to put that out there. Select board updates. I don't think I have any. Future.
No, I don't have any either. I read that letter from the state regarding the DCR thing, and it annoyed me.
It was disappointing for sure.
I drove by when they were getting ready to take it down, and they had 3 big pieces of equipment there in a dumpster. I don't know if they saved anything, but that's just what I saw.
In their letter it says that they can't donate to a town or private landowner, but they do expect towns and private landowners to donate to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Bob.
Go to bed.
Future agenda items. Topics not anticipated, I guess we already did that one. The only other one was this, but I think this has to wait until somebody else can sign it with me. Right,
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to sign it and then Bob, at some point this week, can you stop by to sign warrants and stuff?
Yeah, I can swing him tomorrow.
do I need to
I
motion
don't think you need to motion, it's just a,
burial plot?
yeah, are they buying one or are they transferring?
I think it's a transfer, it doesn't show any money.
Yeah.
Review and vote to approve minutes of the meetings, we'll do that when there's somebody else here too. Purchase orders, warrants and mail, I'll sign those, so. Motion to adjourn,
Second,
all in favor,
Bob Fidel, aye.
Steve said aye. That's it, thanks everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Yes, guy, I'm still waiting to move.